What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have this 1970 Plymouth Cuda in the shop in for a full exterior detail. As you guys can see, there's a ton of swirls and scratches on this beautiful classic car. We're gonna be performing a one-step correction along with a 5-year ceramic coat. But before we go ahead and pull the vehicle inside, we have to do a full decontamination bath. We're gonna be cleaning the wheels and tires, so let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm gonna be using some all-purpose cleaner to clean off the tires, and then we're gonna be using some iron remover to clean up these wheels. So we just got the first wheel all cleaned up. As you guys can see, from the front wheel to the back wheel, night and day difference with just some all-purpose cleaner and some iron remover. Next, we're gonna go ahead and clean the other 3 wheels, and then we'll get started on the paint. So we just finished up cleaning all 4 wheels. Next, we're gonna move on to the paint. But before we do that, we're gonna do a pre-rinse, and then we're gonna go ahead and clay bar the vehicle. We're actually gonna feel it first, see if it needs a clay bar. If it's very light or there's not that much contaminants that are embedded in the paint, we're just gonna use a clay mitt. If it is pretty rough, we're gonna go ahead and wash the full vehicle, and then we'll pull it inside and do a deeper clay bar. The clay bar is pretty much just a piece of clay that you rub across the surface of the paint to remove any contaminants or anything that is embedded in the paint, just so that way it's all nice and smooth. So the easiest way to tell if the vehicle needs to be clay barred or not is just rub your hand across the surface. If it's nice and smooth, that means there's barely to no contaminants in the paint. If it's really rough, that means there are some contaminants in the paint, and then you would have to go ahead and clay bar. This vehicle feels really smooth, so we'll just go ahead and hit it with the clay mitt after we foam it. So we just finished up washing the vehicle. Next, we're gonna pull it inside and inspect the paint. So we got the vehicle all pulled inside and wiped down. Next, we're gonna do just a little bit of a test panel. I'm gonna lay some tape on the fender. We're gonna do a little bit before and after and show you guys how the one-step performs. So we just did the one-step correction test panel on the front fender. As you guys can see, it got a lot of those top surface scratches. It didn't get everything 100% out. However, the customer didn't want to chase the deeper scratches. He just wanted that nice, shiny, glossy finish. So we're gonna go ahead and correct the rest of the vehicle, get it all ceramic coated, get it all cleaned up, and it'll be all ready to go. So just a quick update on the Cuda. We just finished the one-step correction. Currently we're just wiping off all the residue. We're gonna go ahead and dress the tires, get everything all cleaned up, clean the glass, clean the door jambs, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply the ceramic coating, let it cure for about 12 hours, and then the customer will pick up the vehicle tomorrow morning. So now it's time to apply the ceramic coating. So I have my applicator pad and I have my coating. I'm just applying a good amount of ceramic on the applicator pad, so that way we get a nice thick even coat throughout the whole entire panel. And then after that, we're going to let it sit for about 30 to 45 seconds. And then after, we will wipe all the residue off. We'll do a wipe and then a buff, just so that way we don't have any high spots. So that way we know we got the whole entire panel and all the ceramic coating off of that. I like to go kind of across and then fill in all of those pieces. It's just personal preference. The applicator pad does have quite a bit of ceramic on it, so we know we're gonna get the whole entire panel. I'm gonna start off by doing the left side of the hood, and then I'm gonna go ahead, apply a little bit more ceramic and do the driver's side of the hood, just so that way I can do the whole entire panel and you don't see any kind of like fade marks or anything like that. It's always a good idea to do the whole entire panel rather than just half of it once and then half of it later. So now it's time to wipe off the excess. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna do 2 wipes. This first one is just to spread it, just to make sure there's a nice even coat on the whole entire panel. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flip the microfiber towel, and then I'm gonna buff all of that off. And you'll see that just here in a second. You do want to be a little quick, just so that way the ceramic doesn't dry or anything, so that way you don't get any high spots. Just make sure to look at it in different angles of the light, so that way you know you got everything off, especially around like emblems like this. Sometimes some ceramic can sit in those cracks and crevices, so you just want to make sure you get all the residue off. So we got the 1970 Plymouth Cuda all complete. As you guys can see, we did a one-step paint correction along with a 5-year ceramic coat. We also did put a little bit of tire shine on the vehicle. Some people might not like tire shine on a classic vehicle. However, I think it gives it a nice little touch. We also did clean all the glass and all the wheels, as well as the 2 front seats. That typically comes standard whenever we do a paint correction and ceramic coat here at the shop. So if you are interested in that services, we do that as a complimentary, just to give it that extra clean look. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.